Hi Virgo, welcome back. Or hi, new seekers if you're just joining. Okay, this happened really fast. I have 4 cards on the table. More gain. Okay. Ace of Wands. We're talking about June, by the way. The cards were so eager to speak, I didn't get to make a proper introduction. It's okay. So we have the Ace of Wands right off the bat. Queen of Wands. 7 of Swords. And the Chariot. I'm filming this from my iPhone, by the way, because my camera, for some reason, my PC can't find the camera. Okay. Thank God for iPhones. All right, so the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Wands, 7 of Swords, Chariot. That's a pretty active, adventurous, interesting energy that we have going on here, Virgo. Almost like I just want to go. I just want to be. I just want to move. I just want to express myself. If I have cooperation, great. If not, not. But I feel like you do have cooperation, Virgo. I feel like you are, like your fire, your newfound passion, or whatever endeavor it is that you want to embark on. You're gathering people around you. It doesn't have to be a group. Maybe 1 or 2 people, maybe a partner, maybe a friend. Maybe you're going towards someone. But your fire and energy and charisma in the next month is pretty, it's pretty hot. I don't have another word to say. It's like, it's fiery, and I would expect to see this in a reading for Aries or for, I don't know, even an adventurous Taurus that wants to travel the land, right? But I'm kind of happy to see it for you guys. I'm thinking maybe someone new is coming into your life with kind of a game plan. Okay, we should do this and we should do that. Lots of ideas, lots of planning. But it's very exciting. It's very, very fun type of planning. And either you're like, yeah, okay, like it triggers you, or you're doing that for someone else. You're triggering them. You're finally kind of tapping into your own instincts and will, Virgo, and you're not apologizing, and you're just putting yourself out there. I think maybe this is the current energy. Maybe this is the coming energy. I feel like there might be a fire sign because of the Queen of Wands here. It could be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo that kind of spark this newfound flame in you. But I like it. I like it. Okay. Some of you are either moving together, or no, not moving together, like traveling together with someone really fun that you really enjoy spending time with. Or you're having a new start, a new passionate start with someone. It's not childish. It's not like young and immature. It's actually, it's also cognitive. It also makes sense. It also like kind of fits the game plan of the Virgo. I don't feel like it draws you too much off, feeling like your plan, you know, is not intact. Finally, after not very, you know, it was kind of difficult the past few months. Your readings weren't easy, and I'm really enjoying reading this new energy for you. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus. So maybe this is for, like, very much for, could be for Virgo moons as well. Let's say you have your Sun and or Rising are earth-oriented, and are fire-oriented, which is why I'm seeing this nice combination right now that is just coming out of you. Or maybe the opposite. Maybe your Virgo Sun and your Venus or Moon are very more fiery, like have a fire element in them, and that is what kind of popping up. You know what? Maybe it's the full moon in Sagittarius. If you have like hidden aspects in your chart that are very fiery, then they're now coming out into the surface and you're allowing yourself to have fun with it. And if you're not, please allow. That's my guidance. Some of you are either starting a new project or thinking about going independent with something, either being a freelance or your own boss. The Justice card fell. Okay. I feel like you're cutting out the bullshit, Virgo. I feel like you're just putting all the cards on the table, saying what you need to say to people who need to hear it, kind of owning up to the truth, to the narrative. You're not letting things run run out of their course. The Chariot is very much of opposite forces represented by the animals going and pulling you in different directions. And the driver here is kind of taking charge and taking control and saying, this is the path, this is the road, this is where we're heading, horses in this case. It's very much about following your passion and your dreams. Very, very much so. And I feel like there's no more remorse or setbacks. And you're like, you're forming a plan. You have a new passion. It doesn't have to be something completely new in your life, but it's this urge to go about it is kind of new, and you're going with it, and you're just literally making a strong, sharp decision of kind of owning your truth, and you're just, I feel like right now you're kind of measuring the scales, like pros, cons, do's, don'ts, kind of different ways of approaching the thing that you want to approach. You made up your mind. You're going for it, but you can't control wanting to have a cognitive, logical thought process, which is great. I feel like in this case, the air element, the thought element, is really feeding the fire and the passion in you. So. And I like to see a good combination of balanced amount of air element, of sword element with fire element, because air feeds fire. It means that like your fire and your passion is very lively, and these are positive cards. So some of you could be winning a conflict or a battle, and you're very proud of yourself because you used truth and mind, like you were strategic and you planned, or you are about to do that and you executed or about to execute a plan, but it's not like devious and manipulative in like a negative way. It's just sharp and good, and you're managing to kind of set things straight, set the record straight, and kind of truth prevails kind of thing. Very Erin Brockovich type of energy. I think my mother should watch it, even though she's Aquarius, but this is very much something that she can relate to. Okay. Ooh, all right. King of Pentacles and Two of Wands. Okay, so King of Pentacles with the Justice card could be a lawyer, could be a consultant, could be a representative of the law. But he is in your favor, is on your side. King of Pentacles could be an earth sign, could be a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo yourself. And going towards the Two of Wands, this is like a very clear, someone in the beginning stages of it, but still very clear road. It's almost like you're putting this behind you, some sort of thing behind you, so it allows you to start anew. So I feel like whatever it is that you're going through will last. If this is a court thing, if this is something in the justice system or a conflict or whatever, this will last will end by August. I feel like 2 months, 2-3 months, more so towards 2 months. I feel like by August it will be already cleared, kind of end of July, August, and you'll really have like clear mind and clear energy to do new things that you want to do. Prince of Pentacles, which is the equivalent of the Knight of Pentacles in this deck. So we're going from King of Pentacles, then Two of Wands, then the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. So either there's two individuals kind of helping you out and kind of helping you stir the boat, or kind of what's the word? Navigate the ship or the carriage in the right direction. The right directions are giving you good consultation, good guidance. You did your research. You have the knowledge. And you're really just sailing through this with practicality, and you're grounded in this. So it's not like you're, what's the word? Very focused. And as I say focus, devil's advocate, of course, I got the Moon card fall down. Okay, so this is something that has been on your mind and heart for a really long time, that has been bothering you, that you were really, really confused about, that you weren't sure how to address, what to do, what is the right path. Everything seemed like a double-edged sword, that no matter what road you take, it will lead to misery or whatever. But now things are starting to get really, really super clear, Virgo. Really, really clear. Some of you are in a passionate connection with two different guys, and now you are confused, and both of them are amazing, and both of them you see a future with, and what do? Bottom of the deck, you. Can you see the Hermit? Contemplate, think. Go with the person that matches your high guidance most, meaning your set of values, your philosophy, how you see life. Underneath that, there's the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Yeah, you have went through some serious, serious struggle, some of you. Maybe this is another different narrative, or maybe it's both resonate with you, I don't know. But some of you at least went through a very troubling time, where you just went in and to contemplate and to kind of drift off to soul search kind of thing, to clear off the confusion and the fog. You were really searching for answers in your own, deep in your own psyche, going back to past losses and past conflicts and struggles, and you were thinking, what is the mechanism, what is the repetition, what has been repeating itself that you need to heal. And who can heal better than you, Virgo? You are the healer. So the reason why so if we have a purpose in life, okay, if your purpose is to heal, Virgo, then life will challenge us to go in that direction. And we can't heal others if we can't heal ourselves. So we have to touch our wounds. In order for us to address our wounds, they need to bleed. We need to know. We need to sew them. We need to patch them. We need to heal them. So I feel like some of you have been bleeding recently, your past wounds, and kind of either making amends or, just being in it. And I feel like you did some good work. Like you've grown awareness. You were willing to dive into your own unknown, to admit your own demons and shadows and mystery and dark places. And that generated real, I'm taking from the bottom of the deck card by card, and that generated inner change, like real deep inner change. The inner cycle started turning around in different direction, and that started turning your reality around. Maybe on the surface, not as much for the better, the Tower, because when we acknowledge our wounds, I'm sorry. So in order to heal them, they start popping up into the surface, and that's kind of sort of a manifestation thing. Like manifestation happens in the subconscious. So things that start to stir in our subconscious start to literally create reality. So if we start stirring all of our dark aspects, then maybe reality starts reflecting it at us. But that's just so we could fix it. And as we untie the knots, as we fix one problem after another in our life, in our mundane daily life, it literally triggers healing and fixing and untying the ties inside our own subconscious and in our own deep elements of our soul, the dark aspects of our soul. So whatever it is that you're fixing exteriorly right now in your life, Virgo, know that it's also fixing itself, the symbolism of it inside of you, in your karma, in your psychology. And then 7 of Wands and the King of Cups. Yeah, so you know what was done wrong. You know what you needed to fix. You are now going about it, or have been going about it. And you will succeed. I encourage a lot of expression, emotional expression. Because this time a lot of emotions are going to come out. Especially with the Moon card and the King of Cups. Like, the Hermit doesn't speak much, doesn't talk. But these kind of really encourage you, almost push you to the edge of talking about things, about your emotions, about how you feel. This will help not escalate, expedite the healing process. Communication with words. I know, especially if I have the High Priestess here, you guys don't want to talk. You'd rather keep it in. I really, this reading really encourages putting things out in the open and talking and expressing. I also have several 7s here. I have 7 of Pentacles, King of Cups be Cancer, July. The Chariot is 7. 7 of Swords. So yeah, so that's 4 7s. A very spiritual time of healing on several levels of your life, both on the emotional, on the spiritual, on the cognitive, and the physical, the mundane, the events. Like, you are, and things are really about to get cleared, Virgo. If not in the next month, then in the next 2 months, and by August, you're like a new person. Seriously, you're like becoming a brand new person. 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups, another 7. Okay, I'm not taking those though. It's just a mess on the table, and because I'm shooting from my iPhone, if I try to show it to you, it will, the entire, I have like this tiny tripod that sits on like really frail legs, so if I try to tilt it, it will just collapse. So I'd rather keep it like this. I'll just show you the cards as they come. And when I clear the table and figure out which one I'm clarifying in the extended, then maybe I'll show them to you. Maybe. Okay. Before we go there, this will be the bottom of the deck. But right now, I'm going to reorganize. Oh, I actually have 5 7s because the Tower is 16. It's another 7. Whew. Okay. Let's connect the dots. Let's put the connections together. I have a very strong Cancer in this reading because I have the Chariot and the King of Cups. So if that resonates with any of you, Cancer is really popping up strong. Let's connect all the wands, all the fire. And let's do Earth. I have a lot of elements on the table. And let's do Major Arcana. And these two go together. Let's go together. Actually, let's do this. Okay, I just did it for myself. You know what? I'm just gonna, fuck it, whatever. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna try and show you. Okay, if the phone falls, then it is what it is. Let's see if you can see it like this. Oof. All right. Okay, whatever. there's a Cancer in your life that you put high expectations on, or hopes, or you're very much affected by them emotionally, like the foundation of your connection probably might not be balanced or strong, which is why there's a collapse of it. Doesn't have to be a Cancer, by the way. It could be the energy of it. It's just I have it really strongly here. A water sign, especially with the High Priestess. And if you want, this is not bad. This is not a bad connection. This is actually a good connection. It's just maybe circumstances or whatever kind of led to it not being stable. Past behavior, etc. It needs to be restructured. If you want to salvage it, if you want to maintain it, things can't be the way they were. It needs to be restructured. You can't hold a cup to your heart anymore. You have to express yourself. You have to be very open and communicative. You can't keep it in anymore, because trying to hide and playing games and having secrets is what led to it and to the tower in the first place. You have to really take control over, like, take responsibility over your own part of this, and be very, very honest and truthful and caring and in your expression. And then you both of you need to work on it together, but with cooperation, with communication. Okay? Let me see. I'm going to clarify in the extended this whole Justice, King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and Five of Pentacles. Because if this is money stuff and court stuff, I want to give you clarification about that. Because there's definitely the opportunity to win and to succeed. There's good potential, there's good energy, but it might be something that starts off good, but then you start to linger off to feeling like maybe I should let the universe run its course, but I feel like you really need to stay in control over things, so they will actually succeed. But I will clarify this in the extended. I will definitely clarify this fun thing in the extended. We have Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Five of Wands, and Queen of Wands. Now, some of you are asking, why are you doing this? This was actually here, and this came out elsewhere. Why are you making the connections? Because I already gave you the narratives for this. Some of you are just really succeeding in something in the justice system. But some of you have a different narrative. So I already told you that, right? But some of you have a different narrative where when I connect the elements here, this is advanced tarot teaching, whatever. When I connect the elements here, I'm getting a different narrative, which I want to give guidance to those who might resonate with this in the extended. And also this shows me a different narrative of kind of following your passion, and maybe some of you are falling in love really quickly, like love at first sight kind of thing, and you're wondering if you want to go off on that journey, because it will really change your life. So you want to see the guidance if it's the right thing to do. And as for this, I feel like I've clarified. I've already said it. So yeah. This is what this will be our clarifications. Yeah, nothing too, no. Okay. All right. So in the extended, we will clarify these babies. We will have a Celtic cross reading. A Celtic cross will be a completely different new shuffle and new reading. That will either give new pointers on the same topics or a completely different new narrative. Okay? So for those of you who don't resonate, you will find yourself in the extended. Those of you who do resonate, you will find more in the extended. And we will finish up with a rune. Okay? After I'll finish everything, I will also give a guidance from the runes for the month of June for my beautiful Virgos. Thank you guys for subscribing, by the way, for liking and commenting. In case you wonder, if you're commenting, I read everything. It really warms my heart, and I like also knowing how you resonate with the narratives. That also helps me out a lot in my readings. The link to the extended is right here below in the information box. There's also a link to Tarot Masterclass. I teach tarot, so you have classes to watch over there. You can follow me on Instagram, The Existential Shifter. And, okay, something I want to say to you Virgos in general, regardless of June and the reading, might resonate with you, might not. Healing for the body, it uses the mechanism, yes. But for the thing that triggers the disease in the body, and for the thing that is very deep, aka soulful, energetic type of healing, for that, not only that we tend to not necessarily use the body, we even have to go through the body, right? I don't mean cutting it physically. I mean, think about Reiki, for example, or any healing methods where the energy just flows through the body and kind of ignores the mechanism of it, right? It just does what it needs to do. It kind of touches the chakras. There are, speaking of all the sevens that we have in this reading, we have 7 chakras. We have the base chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye, and the crown chakra. And it goes from red to white. Red, orange, yellow, pink or green, blue, purple, white. And they say that when the chakras are balanced and when there's equal amount of energy in each of the chakras and there's flow and no blockages, that's when the physical healing occurs. If there's a strong energy and flowing energy between all the chakras, then your spine is also strong. I'm not going to go into all the details, but when I, for example, when I allow healing energy through me, I do Reiki, I don't pay attention to the physical aspect of things. If someone tells me, oh, I have a headache, I need it in the head, I won't necessarily go for the head. I would maybe put my hands on the head, or maybe I will put my hands elsewhere, because the headache might be just the expression of the actual origin of the pain. Maybe the origin of the pain is in the heart, in the stomach. You never know. The body is a wholesome system. So sometimes healing your own life, think of your life as a body, right? We tend to try and fix what is obvious, what is on the surface. Job, relationship, my hobbies, whatever. Okay, if I have a negative connection with this person, we need to talk and to fix it. If I have a problem in my work, I need to be a better worker or talk to my boss or whatever. I need to fix it. And that's the on the surface way of approaching things, which is legitimate, but it's not the essence of the problems, and it's definitely not where the root of the healing occurs. Sometimes you need to go about it in a different way, in an alternative way. Sometimes, just like they say, if you want someone to find out that they love you, you need to get away from them. And that sounds counterintuitive, right? Because love is supposed to be proximity and connection and being next to the person and have them know you, and then they know that they love you and all that. But no, sometimes you need to step back, because energy works in a way where there's a black hole, energy wants to enter. So if then something is being drawn towards whatever is pulling back. But if you're over pushing and over existing and over in some place, and naturally physics even, the other edge starts to kind of pull back instead. There always needs to be a balance. But if there's no balance, then you need to draw back a little bit. This is just like one example that you can understand easily from relationships, but it applies to so many things. Sometimes if you want to fix your career, you have to just quit everything and go be a wanderer in the desert for a couple of months, and then come back, and then you are aligned, you are different, you're tapped, and then you can find the thing that is actually resonating with you, and then the real opportunities, the real job offers, the real big idea will come to you. I'm just throwing examples, but you think in your own life, if there's something or some things that you're trying to fix in the in your face kind of way, 1 + 1 = 2. Try to think counterintuitive. Try to go the opposite. Try to be creative. Try to think not in physical form, but in energy form. Don't think what the problem looks like. Think what is the spiritual essence of the problem, and then approach that. We'll try to give another example in case it's not clear. Okay. When I started these videos, my first video, I didn't have a game plan. I wasn't like, I am going to make this and this amount of videos, and I'm going to have this and this amount of viewers, and I hope I'll have a lot of viewers, and I hope people come to me for sessions, and I hope people buy my videos on Vimeo. None of that. I posted on YouTube one video because it was sad one day and I needed my own healing and I needed my own reading. So I gave a reading for Taurus for the New Year's for January, and I posted it, and it got, I don't know, response. And then I was like, okay, I'll post another one and another one. And then things rolled. Point being, now I'm doing this and it's amazing. And I have a few thousand followers. I did not expect that at all. I have people contacting me on a regular daily basis for private sessions, and people are purchasing my extended videos online. And it's like, I didn't plan it. I didn't seek for it. I did the counterintuitive thing. I actually, a while back, I quit my jobs, and I was like, I'm just doing what I love, and I don't care about results, and I don't care about money. I care about my heart, and I care about my passion, and I care about my essence, and expressing myself, and contributing, and making a change, and just being 100% me. And I didn't care about if it will fix my career or not, if it will fix my bank account or not. Counterintuitive. Try to approach whatever it is that you're trying to fix or heal right now. Don't even approach it. Just go the other way. If things are okay, if you're in a connection, if you're dating someone or in a relationship, don't like break up with them counterintuitive like I'm allegedly saying right now because you want things to be stronger. No, if there's no problem, if there's no issues, if everything is great, then keep doing what you're doing. Right? But if things aren't great, then try to think creatively and different, and let the energy kind of show its miracles to you, show that it has a different form and state of existence in your reality. Like, don't be a square. Don't be rigid. Okay, Virgo. I'll see you in the extended. We're not done for today. I'll see you in the extended, link below. Clarification and Celtic Cross and a rune. I love you all, and I will see you again in July.